Yo guys, what's up? Sleepio here. Today I wanted to show you my 1.8 loadouts. Before the video starts though, all those builds I'm gonna show here are linked down in the description if you want a more in-depth guide in how to build. This is just a quick overview of the builds I'm playing or the builds I have. So let's get right into it. As first build I have Striker with 7k firearms and 6k stam. There are actually two versions of that build that I would run. One with 6k stam and one with 9k stam and 4k firearms. I personally prefer that one over the 9k one for group and solo. I think this is better for group and solo PvP. So I will only show my guns actually and not the stats on my gear. I will just add a picture of the stats you should go on every gear piece. My guns. I'm running Lightweight M4 and LVOA. So basically 2 M4s. On the main gun, I have Deadly Vicious Responsive. This is basically my stack gun to get stacks. I can just choose body with that. I don't have to hit headshots. So it's fully modded with crit hit damage, with crit hit damage everywhere basically. My second gun though is a trade gun. It has brutal, unforgiving, responsive, and is modded with headshot damage on everything except the underbarrel is obviously crit hit damage. But brutal is not the best talent, I would say. I would definitely prefer having competent in the bottom slot and then unforgiving, responsive in those two slots. But yeah, I don't have it yet. But that would be the best talents in my opinion. So responsive, unforgiving, and competent instead of brutal. So yeah, here a quick overview of the stats on the pieces I would run. As skills I use Scrambler, Pulse, and Station. The talents are for solo or for group PvP, Crit Save, Combat Medic, Strike Back, and Precision. And for solo PvP, I would replace Combat Medic with On the Move. Do my next build, Lone Star. So as guns, I'm running, or as stats, go over stats first. I have 8.2k firearms and about 5k, around 5k stam. This is definitely how you want to build that. No electronics and like 5k stam to unlock vicious and rest into firearms. The guns I have are 2 MT5s, they are equal, the same talents, same mods. So I have on both of them, I have vicious, deadly, and accurate. Vicious and deadly are obvious, I guess, more crit chance of damage, and accurate makes the reticle a lot smaller on the MG5 or LMGs in general. So if you can get accurate on a LMG, that's really helpful. Since it's Lone Star, I have a rate of fire, crit chance, and crit damage on the mech instead of max size. That's definitely better than max size. And as mods, I have full crit damage. And here a quick overview of how I would roll, or what I would roll on the pieces. You can just pause the video if it's too fast. So as skills, I'm running Scrambler again and Support Station Immunizer just to pop it and get health back. And since it's a group build, I'm running On the Move, Precision, Crit Save, and Combat Medic. I would not recommend that build for solo players because you don't have any survivability basically. But as group, it is literally the best damage dealer build in a group. So those are the talents I would run. And yeah. My next build, Final Measure. So this is actually a Final Measure healer build. I don't have a video on that. But I will link a video of my friend Ilgnim. He made a pretty good Final Measure 6-piece healer build, basically the same that I have, with just higher stats. He has min-maxed his build, I don't. So his video is down in the description if you want to see that. As guns, I'm running 2 M4s again. The talents are not perfect on those guns, so as main gun I would run Competent, Talented instead of Meticulous, and Determined, with headshot damage on everything. And a secondary gun, I would run basically the same, just competent and talented up here, and responsive in the bottom slot, to have a gun that also can deal a little bit damage even though you don't have any firearms. Just if you have to help your team out or something. And also modded with headshot damage. Then the overall main sets are, as I said, no firearms at all, 4.4k stam, so it's 1 piece in stam and 1 mod into stam, and the rest into electronics, so you are at around 8.8k. And I think the skill power, if you have everything mix, is 274k. But yeah, that's the build. As skills, I'm running Defibrillator and Immunizer again. Defibrillator only if you're the secondary healer in your group. So if you're the only healer, I would recommend overdose instead of defibrillator. But always the station, that's important. And the skills I'm running, whoops, I fucked it up. Adrenaline, Triage, Strike Back, and Combat Medic. Definitely the 4 best talents. I don't know why I had Battle Buddy here. I guess I tested it once, but that Battle Buddy is definitely not that good, I think. Do my Nomad build now. So, Nomad. As you can see, main stats again, like the Lone Star build, 8.2k firearms and 5k or around 5k stam. No electronics. Yeah, as guns I'm running Warlord with Unforgiving Responsive and full headshot damage mods. You could also run the house, but then you have to run SMG damage on the gloves, and that means your assault rifles are doing even less damage, and you can only fight close range with the house. So I don't think the house is the best option. If you don't have good aim, go for the house, like no doubt go for house. But if you actually have decent aim and you can land headshots, then I would go Warlord with headshot damage and just use the water close range. And the M4 with Deadly, Vicious, Competent, Long Range. I said you have Brutally here, because yeah, that's the best lightweight M4 I had with Competent in the bottom. And I modded that one with crit hit damage. So here are the stats. And as talents, I have again Scrambler Pulse, Immunizer, skills, Scrambler Pulse and Immunizer. Talents are On the Move, Precision, Strike Back, and Crit Save. This build is definitely only for solo. I would never use that in group. That's my personal opinion, and I think this build is not good in group. Striker is better, Lone Star is better. Like, so many builds are better than this. So I would not recommend using this build in the group. It's definitely better as a solo player. So yeah, to my last build, the Predator one. There are 2 versions, or I basically only one version stat-wise. So you run 4k stam, 4k firearms and 9k stam. You definitely don't run under 9k stam. That's stupid. You should not do that. And no electronics at all. Not on the mods, not on anything. No skill power, no electronics. So 9k stam and around 4k firearms. But as guns, I think the house is better, because Predator gives you SMG and AR damage. So I'm pretty sure, like, I have assault rifle damage at the moment. So my house is on 70.7k, my AR on 90.2. But I don't have SMG damage on the gloves. If I had SMG damage, I think the house would have higher base damage than the AR. And yeah, house is just a better choice. You have 23% crit chance, and that build is the bleeds can crit on that build. So having crit chance and crit damage is really important. So I would run, if I would play the build, I would run the house with Deadly Unforgiving and with crit damage everywhere. If you really want to run ARs though, then I would recommend the M4 with Deadly Vicious Responsive in the bottom slot, or MDR with Deadly and Unforgiving, or Deadly and Vicious. No, I think Deadly and Vicious would be better. Deadly and Vicious. But yeah, I definitely think the house is better. But as I said, it's kind of a noob build for me, so I wouldn't play it and I will not play it. But here are the stats I would run on that build if I would play it. So to my skills, I'm running Scrambler Pulse again and the Support Station Immunizer mod, just to get health back as always. Then as mods, as a solo player, yeah, okay. Crit Save, Shrapnel, Strike Back, and Precision. That's the talents I would run when I play the build solo, if I would play the build. I have to say that, I'm not playing the build. So Shrapnel is definitely the most important talent here. Applying bleed to any target triggers a 30% chance per each target in 10 meters radius. So your bleeds can basically spread. That's pretty strong, since your bleeds are really, really effective and really good. But I don't think this build is too good in group, since most other groups have an immunizer, they can medkit for each other, so the bleeds won't do much in group, or in group PvP in general. It's just a build to annoy other players, I think, or yeah, something like that. I just don't like it, it's a new build. But if you really want to play it in group, then just replace Strike Back with Combat Medic. Oh fuck, what am I doing? Yes, like that. Crit Save, Shrapnel, Combat Medic, and Precision. So yeah, those were my loadouts. I'm only playing the Striker and Lone Star one basically. I'm not playing Nomad anymore, I'm not playing the 9k Stam Striker, and I'm not playing Predator. I just made the final measure build, so I'm probably playing that sometimes, not much though. So yeah, my two main builds are basically Striker and Lone Star. The Lone Star for group PvP only, and Striker for solo and group PvP with a group without double healer. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, and see you in my next one. Bye bye guys.